It is time for the Friday edition of Litter Media Live on this June 14th, 2024 with Aaron Glandon. I'm Dan Ramey. Thank you for watching us today here on Litter Media.
Yes. You want to scoot that way a little bit?
I'm like Mike. I've gone as far as I can go because of the leg of the desk.
I'll scoot this way a little bit then.
Right there.
There we go.
I can't go any further. Welcome to the program here today as we find ourselves preparing for this Flag Day weekend. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Lots of things.
We have shared with you over the last couple of weeks in pre-promoting June 15th weekend. So we're going to review some of that stuff coming up here momentarily, so get ready for that. But we're going to start with the weather, and it's going to start getting warm. And when I say warm, you're going to be panting, and you're going to need water, and you're going to be pretty warm, let's put it that. Partly sunny, slight chance of rain for your Friday. I did notice we had some overnight rain at the Ramey Ranch. I don't know when it happened. It wasn't much rain. It was enough to make the ground wet. That was about it.
I didn't notice anything at the homestead.
Well, by the time I reached into Ross County, I could see there was a clearing. So it must have been one of those little tiny pop-up deals. High temperatures today around 83. Sun for the weekend, a high of 81, but increasing to 91 for Sunday. And highs will be in the low to mid-90s all next week. A stretch of high temperatures and an increased potential for severe weather expected across our service territory beginning Sunday, running through the week. Highs above 90s, and air conditioner will be working extra hard.
Carry around one of those fans with the spray.
Yeah, a little mister kind of thing. Yeah.
Bring one of those with you.
That would be handy, I'm sure, for wherever you're going. And as soon as that mist runs out, though, you'll have to refuel in some fashion. All right, coming up in a moment to look at what's happening in the news side of things. We'll also take a look at sports and this date in history coming up. But first, Scioto Valley Dumpsters, available to help you with the junk you got to get rid of. They've got dumpsters like this. 740-253-8389 is the number to call. If it's your residence or your business, they can help you out. Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call today.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County, from the historic sights of Chillicothe to breathtaking outdoor adventures and exciting family-friendly festivals and events. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good. If you want to follow along with what we're doing today, simply go to our website, littermedia.com. You'll find a number of stories that are there that we're going to share with you today, a little more in-depth coverage on our website, or here on Facebook and Litter Media X. Of course, you can always go to our YouTube channel to find out yet even more about what's going on in and around our territory.
Yes.
Well, the third annual Kenworth Truck Parade gets underway tomorrow afternoon. Actually, it's tomorrow evening when that parade takes place. The 50th anniversary of Kenworth trucks being built here in Chillicothe. Parade starts around 8:45. Here's a look at some of what the lineup looks like, and then you jump right into the parade as well. Kenworth owner-operators from across the country and Canada are already in town. They'll be on display sporting the wonder of the world's best truck, Kenworth. And there'll be a concert right afterwards. The Mance brothers are returning like they were here last year, and that will take place right at Paint and 2nd Street. Now, here's the downside. If you want to see the concert, if you want to see the band going through the parade route, they will not be going any further than Paint Street. So they will come off of Yaktangi in the left corner there, and then they'll head east on Water Street, down Mulberry, and then they'll come right there to Paint Street, and that'll be the last spot you'll see the band. So if you're planning on sitting The rest on the west side of 2nd Street and then up Walnut, you'll not get a chance to see the band.
Unfortunately.
So you'll have to just
plan accordingly.
Exactly what I was getting to. If you like to relive the previous parades, visit our YouTube channel to see videos from the last couple of years. And again, that map, thank you to the city of Chillicothe, sharing that on their Facebook page today.
Kingston National Bank's Phil Evans was in studio yesterday talking about cybersecurity concerning bank accounts.
I know this is the week where you focus on the seniors and keeping them aware of fraud, but you don't have to be a senior to have someone tap into your account and start sapping all your money away.
For sure. Again, the conveniences that we all use, they don't care about age. What they care about is sloppiness or, somebody didn't take the appropriate action, or they clicked on something they shouldn't have. And they may sit there for months. You may not realize that someone's in your computer observing. And once they're there and they get the data, then they're going to start their scheme. And that may be when you get the second notice that, hey, now they're going to tell you, gee, we've noticed there's fraudulent activity in your account. So it's them that has started it, and you're clicking to allow them to help you. And by the way, don't talk to your bank about this, because we're working hand in hand with your bank, and we're going to make this all go away. First red flag, call us.
And Evans said if there's one thing you can do, it's to check your bank account at least every other day to make sure that you don't fall victim to the predators of fraud.
It is not a good thing.
No.
Adena Health licensed independent social worker Cheryl Royster was among 5 finalists for the Ohio Hospital Association's 2024 Albert E. Dyckes Healthcare Worker of the Year Award. The OHA's Healthcare Worker of the Year Award is presented each year to one Ohio caregiver who personifies a leader, motivates their colleagues, influences others, provides valuable service, and contributes, personifies the mission, vision, and values of the organization. It has an impact in their community. So congratulations to Cheryl on being one of the finalists.
I took a trip the other day out to the Decorative Arts Center of Ohio in Lancaster to see what life was like in the 1960s. And you can see this video on our YouTube channel, and you can visit the Decorative Arts Center. They'll have this exhibit all the way up through the end of August.
I didn't even know it existed.
It exists. They opened it up on June 1st. And like I said, it's going the whole summer.
Very cool. So this is part of, I'm not saying this is part of the Lancaster Festival, but with art in Lancaster, everything's involved with the Lancaster Festival in that regard. But this took me back when I was watching the video to my visits to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame up in Cleveland. So if you've not been, you got to go. You can get a teaser by going here.
Yes.
It's much closer than driving to Cleveland.
And it's kind of set up like a house. They have a recreation room. There's a kitchen, and it's really neat. You can see what Dan lived like as a child.
Yeah, this will be my preteen years. The 1970s. But a lot of those fashions I remember seeing as a kid. Incredible. The OSU Jackson County Extension Center on Standpipe Road will be hosting the Southern Ohio Hay Day. It's from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. That's coming up on July 8th. You can register by using the QR code seen on our screen here, or you can call the Extension Center in Jackson. The program is free, and a meal is included thanks to area sponsors.
Highland County Health Department has added several new events to their 2024 Health Awareness Event Calendar. For more information, questions, or to schedule an appointment, call 937-393-1941 or visit highlandcountyhealth.org.
Independence Day is just around the corner. We celebrate it much differently than what it was back in the 19th century. An Independence Day celebration and children's mosaic flag craft events will be held at Adena Mansion and Gardens on Sunday, July 7th. The 19th century Independence Day celebration starts at 2 p.m. that day under the picnic pavilion behind the Visitors Center. And that'll be followed by the Children's Mosaic Flag Craft at 3 p.m. Both events are free to attend.
Today's a day of savings on your admission to the 2024 Ohio State Fair. Regular admission is $12 and $10 for seniors and children aged 6 through 12. But today, this special deal is $6.14. Wonder where they got that number from.
June 6th,
Yes.
month, 14th day.
I was in jest.
Oh, you were
Yes.
wondering. Okay.
The special on admission prices began at 6:14 this morning and will continue until 6:14 this afternoon. So you got a little bit of time. The 12-day run of the fair is July 24th through August 4th in Columbus.
Don't forget, tonight is the Classic Rock Block Party in downtown Bainbridge. This event is a fundraiser to help replace the roof of the Paxton Theater. If you missed the conversation we had with Bobby Blanton about this, you'll find it on our YouTube channel.
Yes. Today is Flag Day, and as we discussed with Andy Tomlinson last week, stop into the Tomlinson Insurance Agency Chillicothe office today from noon to 2 p.m. and from 4 to 6 p.m. at his new office in Washington Courthouse for burgers, brats, and hot dogs. Bring your tattered American flag, and he will replace it for you. Last year, more than 600 flags were replaced.
Tonight is the official season opener for the outdoor drama Tecumseh. The shows begin at 8 p.m. tonight and again tomorrow. As Brandon Smith told us earlier this week, on Wednesday, their shows will be Tuesday through Sunday this season as they open up their 52nd season of run.
Yeah. And tomorrow is the inaugural golf outing fundraiser for the David Nickens Heritage Center at the Chillicothe JC's golf course. And you can find more information about that on our YouTube channel as well.
And not only the golf tournament, but also the David Nickens Heritage Center right here. And tomorrow's a big day for 6 Chillicothe graduates to be placed on the wall of distinguished alumni. The new members include Tamara Paul, Paul Francis II, Charles Buzz Knowles, our good buddy, Richard Sonny Curtis, another friend of the program, Jerry Sally, and Mickey Donalds Timmons. That induction ceremony takes place after a luncheon at noon tomorrow inside the Larry Cox Gymnasium at CHS.
Yes.
And our road report, a reminder, the downtown streets here in Chillicothe closed starting mid-afternoon Saturday in preparation for the Kenworth Truck Parade, which will be running at 8:45 tomorrow night. Coming up, we'll take a look at sports in just a moment, and this date in history takes us back to Revolutionary days. Details.
I feel like we never talk about the American Revolution.
You feel like that?
Yeah.
It's going to change today. All right, that's all just ahead. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. If you've got an issue with the heating, the cooling, or the plumbing in your home, did I say pummeling?
You did.
Plumbing in your home. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It takes you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com, where you can learn yet even more.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
We were just debating whether or not that's his granddaughter or daughter. You don't think he looks that old, huh, to be a grandfather?
No, but maybe.
No, but maybe. It's possible. All right. Let's take a look at sports, and we start with the Chillicothe Paints. Last night was a tough one. The last place Champion City Kings scored 6 runs in the first inning last night to defeat the Paints, 12-4 the final there. Chillicothe is 8-4. They still sit atop the Northeast Division of the Prospect League. The Paints and Kings play again tonight at VA Memorial Stadium, and then the Paints head to Johnstown for the weekend to face second-place Millrats, both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Reds are chasing first-place Milwaukee in National League Central, sitting 7 games back of the Brewers. They are in third place, just a half game back of the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are 6.5 back. And I still have a little breakfast in my throat there, I think.
Didn't chew those pancakes while
I had my McDonald's big breakfast today, and it's coming back to haunt me there for a moment. But at any rate, they're back at it again tonight. I believe it's an 8:05 start, if I'm not mistaken, as they play up in Milwaukee this evening. The Guardians are still atop the AL Central. They will be in Toronto tonight to take on the Blue Jays, and they are looking for their 44th win on the season. That's a lot of wins.
That is a lot of wins.
Next Saturday, I'll be in Cleveland to watch the Blue Jays and the Guardians play again.
Yes.
My buddy Don Irvin, who sings the national anthem, is going to be singing the national anthem that night.
And I cannot say where I'm going to be next weekend because we're surprising my friend on his bachelor party. He has no idea where he's going.
Is that right?
Yes.
Take him to Cleveland. Watch a ball game.
We're not taking him to Cleveland.
Florida Panthers are up 3-0 on the Edmonton Oilers in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. The Florida Panthers, they have a famous Columbus Blue Jacket on the team. Sergei Bobrovsky in goal. He stopped what he needed to last night for a 4-3 win. They could sweep the series the next time they're on the ice. And the Boston Celtics are a win away from the sweep of the Dallas Mavericks as they go into Game 4 of their NBA Finals tonight in Dallas. It would be the 18th NBA title for the Celtics, and they would be the 10th team to sweep the NBA championship. So we'll see how that goes. And just got this text just a moment ago. Waverly Post 142 was a 7-6 winner over the Flash Gold in American Legion Baseball last night. So they are off to a 1-1 start for their summer season.
There we go.
Coming up in a moment, this date in history next.
But first, we're going to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. 92 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable people, reliable service. And I said that backwards.
But it's all reliable.
It is all reliable. You can rely on Litter Quality Propane.
The propane delivery is much more reliable than that commercial was.
Yes, it is. This date in history next.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, lettermedia.com, and it'll take you to the Haynes website, which is easily stated, hayneshealth.com. Time for this date in history, and we go back to when the flag became a thing. you got to have a flag, right?
Yeah, you do.
For the things you believe in, what
have
you stand for, and so on and so forth. 1777 was the date. During the American Revolution, the Continental Congress adopts a resolution stating that the flag of the United States be 13 alternate stripes, red and white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. The national flag, which became known as the Stars and Stripes, was based on the Grand Union flag, a banner carried by the Continental Army in 1776. It also consisted of 13 red and white stripes. According to legend, Philadelphia seamstress Betsy Ross, I believe who we see here,
That is her. It's old Betsy.
designed the new canton for the Stars and Stripes, which consisted of a circle of 13 stars and a blue background. At the request of the general at the time, George Washington. Historians have been unable to conclusively prove or disprove this legend. But there is the likeness of Betsy with the likeness of the flag. Today again is Flag Day, so we've had a flag, I think, probably for the last 10 years, I believe. There was a business here in town, which is no longer in business, but they erected flags, and they would put the pole up and so on and so forth, and they would come in and be on our radio show, and I'm like, we need to get a flag.
Yeah.
My son was at the time was in the military, so it would have been before 2010. So yeah, that's 15 years or so we've had a flag.
Wow.
Yeah. And we've gone through a number of flags. So, and if you've ever seen a flagpole that's there and that flag just looks like it needs to be replaced, today's the day to do it.
Yes. Go buy Tomlinson Insurance from
precisely.
noon to 2.
Take that flag down, take it to Andy, and he'll replace it for you today. And while you're there, burgers, brats, and hot dogs.
If you had to rank those 3 things.
I like all 3, man. It's tough.
Burgers are the best.
I know if I go to it depends on the size of the burger, maybe.
That's true. The juiciness.
Depends upon the type of brat. Depends upon the type of hot dog in that respect.
And what condiments you have available.
Precisely. I like relish and ketchup. I don't do the mustard.
I like Dijon mustard, spicy brown mustard.
Yeah, it's not for me.
It's good.
I've never been a mustard guy. However, I don't mind going through McDonald's and getting, either the quarter pounder with everything on it. I'm not big on onions and stuff, but I'll eat it.
Right.
I'll get the 2 cheeseburger meal every once in a while, and it goes with the pickles and chicken and chicken. It goes with the pickles, the what am I looking for? Mustard.
Right.
Thank you. And ketchup, which are all standards on these burgers. But when I make one at home, I stick with just ketchup and relish.
Sometimes I just like the meat and the cheese on a burger.
Yeah, plain cheeseburger every once in a while is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Depends upon the juiciness, because then you don't need much to wipe it down.
Right.
But man, I tell you, these people that get these big burgers and they've got everything on them, I don't see how they eat them.
Like the Thurman burger. You ever had one of those?
Oh yeah, it runs down your arms and everything. Yeah. You're constantly wiping. You run out of napkins and all. That makes it difficult.
It's worth it.
I don't know how people do it.
It's worth it.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you get a bun that just can't contain the hot dog and all the stuff you put on it, and you're going to end up wearing that too.
That's true.
So usually you wear a bib when you have like lobster. Sometimes when you have overstuffed hamburgers and hot dogs, you need a bib there too.
Maybe. But it's Flag Day.
It is Flag Day, yes. So don't wear the flag.
No.
Display the flag, but don't wear it, because if you're at a cookout and you get stuff all over it, then you got stuff all over the flag.
Yeah, then you're committing treason.
Precisely.
You will be thrown in jail.
I don't know if that's the case. Maybe by the fashion police, but I don't know if that's the case. So, all right, that's it for today's program. Thank you for watching. Coming up this weekend, the truck parade will be out and about. If you see us, yell at us, we'll wave, and we hope to have a good time with that. Everybody have a safe and fun weekend. If you're going to the Columbus Air Show, make sure you hydrate before you get there, because it's going to be hot this weekend. while you stand out in the sun and you watch those planes. So that's it for the program today. For Aaron Glandon and Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey. Thanks for watching Litter Media Live.